setup here. Got the intro music going in the background. Let's see if we get this rocking and rolling. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. Oh shoot, it won't even work. Shoot. I gotta have to leave the live stream. I'll be Jesus. Too many things going on, you know. We'll just find some other way. I don't know. This is a little. I set up my stuff so that I am doing my audio a bit differently. See if this works. There we go. Holy mackerel. So I am doing my audio a little bit differently today, and the show will probably sound a little different for the so I put a post on, what do I post? I post on SoundCloud, Podbean. That course goes out to you, iTunes, podcasting, all that type of stuff. So I'm trying to figure, so, and I'm trying out a new application that allows audio to stream, so I can pick an application. So obviously my mic here is working, but then also, streaming to, let's see here. So I can stream to, let's say, iTunes, and I can a song that I have copyright to, and that sort of stuff, or I have a license to, rather, would be the more correct term, and that I can then play, the intro music to the last colony that I've done from Air Family. They have some really good songs, and you might check them out. And then they're on of course, you can find them real easily on YouTube or that sort of thing. And they're kind of all over the place as far as where you can find them. So I think that worked. It sounded like it worked. We'll have to let me go back in time here and so it sounded like it worked. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So just advancing what we're trying to do here and make some cool things happen. That's really the point behind it. So let's see here what else we have going on. So today, if you will check out the thumbnail for the show, is that whatever happened to the universal idea of loving your neighbor? What times we live in. I haven't, through this channel or through this type of means, I haven't, or through TikahMinds, I have not been per se attacked, even though there's ample evidence of others out there, and I'm not looking to get in a fight with anybody, but I do see that it's important that we stand up for each other, and that we lift each other up. Hopefully I've made that absolutely, completely, utterly clear. That's what this is about. That's what I'm trying to do here to my best ability. And you can't, in these days, be it the cancel culture or wokeness or those types of things, you can't go much of anywhere. Anyway, there's this particular article on bounding into comics. If you guys want to go check that out. And the WorldCom apologizes and pays the piper in settlement with John Del Arroz I say that. Rose. Hopefully I say your name right. I apologize. I pretty cool. He's got a really cool YouTube channel. Cool content. I take it he's a Hispanic guy, but I did whatever. And it's sort of a thing that and it looks like that he promotes himself as a Christian or that sort of thing. But it's just this sort of thing where like we have to have a willingness or an ability or an opportunity to have a conversation. Like, whatever happened to just basic, simple conversations? Like, I don't have to agree with my neighbor. I frankly don't even have to like my neighbor, but I do respect whatever lives they're going through, the struggles, the problems, whatever they might be. And we all have them. I remember there was so when I was in graduate school in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and oh man, so we shared basically a duplex with another family, and like clockwork, every morning at 6:30, or was it 6? I don't know more. It was always early. You'd always hear the dad yelling at the poor kid every morning. Like, it was just like, it was clockwork every morning. But and I made it my due diligence to treat the guy with respect and admiration. But this sort of thing, that we live in incredible times. We live in absolutely incredible times. I mean, for example, like, what was this some group decapitates the Canadian education pioneer, Egerton Egerton Ryson. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. I'm not discriminatory to anybody on that fact. So again, it's sort of a thing that we all have faults. We all have little, peccadillos that like, we all have bumps. We all have bruises. We all have, I just don't understand it. Anyway, and they're going through and they're just decapitating the statue. Look, I looked up the guy. I'd have to do a bit more research, but these ideas of like, hey, we need school boards, or schools should be free, or these types of things. And I think there's plenty of room for discussion of is that right? Is it wrong? What works? What doesn't? I think school boards across any country here in the United States, they're I mean, even small town school boards. I mean, just like they're things, the ability for people to listen right now, and the ability for people also at the same time to shed truth, to tell the truth, is we're just in a weird state where people are, rightfully so, I suppose, in fear of even sharing information or sharing the truth with one another. But it also means that you have the other side where the people are more than willing to share the truth. And that's something that we're trying to do, is we're trying to shed light upon that, and gain that truth from the cosmos, from the heavens, from God, and determining the best action to ultimately lift up God's creation. And that's what we're about. I mean, that's no secret. And we accept all race, color, creeds, and everything else in between. And that's what we want, because none of us have this figured out, and we're all trying to do the best with what we have and what we can, and again, lifting each other up. But like, this whole idea of this visual of the decapitation of this particular Egerton, in Canada, it's just that in itself speaks to the fact that we've lost the ability to listen to one another. I think that's what comes to mind to me. I don't know about you guys. That's absolutely what pops in my head. And gosh, I think, of course, like the Bolsheviks or those types of things really come into mind, or all these terms like racist and everyone's just throwing around all these crazy terms, and you're just like, wait a minute, let's take a breath here and try to figure things out. And I think that's certainly where with, oh, by the way, I forgot to totally mention, I need to mention this today before I go down that rabbit hole of the Last Colony, and kind of the thoughts behind the stories of the Last Colony. So Dan Ekus and I were going to hang out on Thursday night. His schedule had a schedule conflict. We're going to move that to Friday. So when you go to YouTube, I put it right there, the first thing. So normally I do my Thursday time frame of 4:00 Central Daylight Time. We're moving that to the Friday. And so on Friday is when we'll do that same time, 4:00 Central Daylight Time. And we're actually, if you see there on the website or on YouTube, either on my website homepage or on YouTube, that we're going to start about 15 minutes early. That'll give us a little bit of time, and then I can do a bit of an introduction for Dan Ekus and what he's got going on. And basically what we're going to do is hang out, and I'm going to work on the Tikva, or not the Tikva, but the Last Colony poster. If you contribute of $30 or more, you are getting that poster. Really cool. And it's your comic book size, all that sort of stuff. I have not, I need to check my emails, but I haven't looked in terms of where we are with the crowdfund and all that sort of stuff. But I think it's one of these things that it really comes back to the fact of lifting up one another, that we're all going to struggle. We're all going to face these adversities, every one of us. And it's really cool to see individuals like this John guy on Down in the Comics in his YouTube video of overcoming massive adversity. Clearly, he was in fear for his life. Again, I can play Monday morning quarterback and that sort of stuff, and I get that benefit. But certainly he doesn't. And each time we go through these learning experiences, we learn something from it, right? And a major reason why I think it's a great idea to befriend police officers, sheriff deputies, etc., the sheriff, whatever it might be, and maybe you can convince them to come with you to a convention, sort of. They have the ability to be fully armed and all that sort of stuff, and they have a security mindset, and that'd be a great way. And maybe you could exchange some sort of service for them to be able to come hang out with you at a convention, to make it, again, to help out. But again, that's that Monday morning quarterback, that hindsight, this 2020 type of a thing. But it just really goes back to the fact that, I guess my point that I just really want to hit home is the importance of, we have to find our people, and the people that are willing to lift up others. It's just as simple as that. This whole tearing down thing is only going to lead to disaster. The more we tear down other people, it's just going to lead to some sort of terrible tragedy. For example, a civil war would be an atrocity. It would be horrific. It would be horrible. And it's like just the worst idea in the world. What benefit is going to be produced? Absolutely. I mean, there is no benefit that's going to be produced. Absolutely not. And so it's just unbelievable that here we are, and we do the best we can with what we have, right? That's what this is all about. And I just want to say, you guys are welcome to this community. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Hang in there. Keep doing awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Hopefully, we'll see you. I look forward to hopefully, but I look forward to seeing you on Friday, and we will catch you then. Otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you later. See you guys.